Hold on.
Easy mix.
So I know, can't get enough. I'm still waiting for your love. I'm still waiting for your loving. So I know, can't get enough. I'm still waiting for your loving. I'm still waiting for your loving. These days, live my life with no regret. Sometimes me I don't forget. Sometimes me I don't forget. Vanity, but I go take everything when I forget. Only one life, you no regret. I'm living my life to the fullest. So I'll be my car. Let me take you away, far away, and give you everything you need. No, we shouldn't stop. Let's still be okay. You and I do so it go private life. Shawty, shawty, I like your body. Shake your booty for me. I no go tell your mommy now. Shawty, shawty, I like your body. Shake your booty for me. I no go tell your mommy now. Up in my soul, up in my car, so it 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 melodies from my head, but I try to forget. No, we not perfect. Let's have some fun, yes. We go up our visions, live our life to the fullest. No, we not perfect. Let's have some fun, yes. So I'll be my car. Let me take you away, far away, and give you everything you need. No, we shouldn't stop. Let's still be okay. You and I do so it go private life. Shawty, shawty, I like your body. Shake your booty for me. And don't go tell your mommy now. Shawty, shawty, I like your body. Shake your booty for me. And don't go tell your mommy now. Up in my soul, up in my car, so it 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 up in my car, so it.
I got one more for you guys, and then I'm coming on.
I'm loco. I'm loco. Don't be my relax. I didn't mind my business. Don't want no fakeness. Show me some love, make me dance. Go be my relax. I didn't mind my business. Don't want no fakeness. Show me some love, make me dance. Catch me on Insta. I'll boy out there. Up in my beamer. On the highway. Don't want wahala. I did my space. They be my rapper. Don't try me. Cause I know they play. Get the money day. I know go feel with the shirt it don't play. Cause I know my way. Then I do my list, so they know my name. Boy, I've been again. They don't know my face as long as you dance. But the bed you play, I'm gonna make you dance. She drop it and go low. I'm loco when she drop it and go low. I'm go low when she drop it and go low. I'm loco when she drop it and go low. I'm go low. Come here, local boy, I know you know what they say. Too much sunshine makes me the girls want to come my way. 19 problem, baby, you ain't one of them. Been there for so long, right now your phone is not stop. don't take, cause I know my way. And I did my list, so then to my name. Where I've been again. And I know my face as long as you dance. When the bed you play, I'm gonna make you dance. Drop it and go low. Man loco, she drop it and go low. And go low, she drop it and go low. Man loco, she drop it and go low.
What's good, everybody? I'm coming on.
Man loco.
That's my jam. That's my workout music. That's Boy Alvin, B-O-I Alvin. He is viral right now in his country. All over the radios on iHeartRadio too. And there ain't nobody but God. So I'm about to come on, but I've already cleared my space, but I'm gonna show you guys how to clear out your spaces. You guys gotta get sage. Okay, and I want to explain to you what's going on right now. If you're not aware of what's going on in the world, or the world that you know, there is definitely a spiritual war going on. Right? It's the unseen, because there's so many illusions up that you guys wouldn't see it. So even if it's just to humor me, call your energy back to you from anywhere. You don't know who's siphoning your energy. I'll give you an example. You have an argument with someone. You're disagreeing. They're in a state of trying to put you in a state of confusion. You're trying to get a point across. You've been very, very clear. You're using facts. They start gaslighting. Oh, you're yelling at me. Instead of, yo, I just said a fact. Why are you worried about what I'm yelling? But you're yelling at me. And now you're the victim. This is victimizing. And then by the end of the conversation, it's disrupted your peace. Now you're a little bit upset, a little aggravated. The kids walk up to you and they want to play. And you're like, yo, go over there. Right? You see that? So you got to be able to identify. It don't matter who it is. Stop looking at people for, that's my mother, that's my father, that's my sister, that's my cousin, that's my boy, that's my best friend. You don't have any of those. God made sure that, because God wants you to go to him. Let him work on the people who got a problem with not respecting you or knowing how to communicate. It ends up making you feel some kind of way. You feel a little drained. You feel a little upset. It lowered your vibration. This allows for them to suck you of your energy. They're energy vampires. People are doing it and don't even realize it, because nobody understands the spirit within or willing to understand that they have to do the work. Now, the way that you help them is you cut them off. How is somebody going to know the error of their ways if you have mirrored them and reflected how they should communicate, and it is to no avail? Then you pray for them and you let God handle them, because God will. But that's what God wants you to do. That's how you know you're a divine being and that somebody else has not reached their divinity yet. As I sat with God today, I got some information, and it's so much more deeper that would disrupt this world drastically if you guys knew the truth as to why this information is not given to everyone, and why the certain things, such as things from the Bible, were considered forbidden knowledge. Because you see what happened when someone got a hold of it. Now, I read the Bible a little bit before, you know what I mean? But I'm still I get to do Bible study with God. It's no Bible study, unlike anything, is to be able to know that, I don't have to worry about getting confused. I can find out the truth. God will lead me. If it's not true, there's no response. If it's something true, there's a response. It's hard to explain to you how that response is, but that's how my connection works. So I do know that you need to call your energy back to you. It's very simple. I call my energy back to me from everywhere. I say I call my energy back to me from all of the cosmos, all timelines, past, present, and future, our incarnations, reincarnations, anywhere this vessel or this soul has been, I call my energy back from, where it does not serve me or my greater good, or where my Father in heaven, the King of Kings, the God of gods, my Lord and Savior, the God of everything in existence that ever will be or ever was, does not feel that or see my energy should be. All right, that's what I did, and that's when everything fell apart. So I can believe that that's pretty much works. Now, as far as when it comes down to black magic and all that shit that is real, where the destiny swapping and all that stuff, when you're high vibrational, it doesn't happen. If you're high vibrational and you're in your north node, you are connected to God. God will protect you. When you're down there low vibrating and messing with them, God gonna let you get your ass whooped, even your life taken, because you're not connected to Him. All right, and it's like that's what you get. All right, so to your first defense against black magic is to bind, ask your archangels. I say Archangel Metatron, Archangel Michael, and I do this every morning. If I start getting cramps or I start getting sick, if I start getting a headache, if I start getting stomach pains, I don't care what it is, as soon as I say this, it works. So I'm a witness to it. I say Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron. I ask that you bind all black magic spells, transmute them, and return to sender. I return to sender with love and light. Don't return to sender with more evil, because it just increases their energy, because you can't fight hate with hate. You can send back in love and light, or you can transmute that energy into something that is good to work around you, like love and light around you, health and healing, protection, anything positive. You can change it to positive energy and just spread love throughout your home, or through clarity and calm and focus, so you can get your work done, or strength so you can get the house cleaned, or whatever. That's your choice. You can transmute it. You can also transmute the negative energy around you in your home by simply saying, Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, can you please transmute all the negative energy in my home and transmute it to positive energy, I say, and then I said spread it back out to my home in love and light, or whatever I need at that moment, or to my loved ones. I also transmute the energy around my building, around my town, and around my loved ones. Any negative energy that, and any residual energy too. Um, you can you can say all evil eyes go blind, all evil ears go deaf, all evil mouths go mute. These are people who are giving you the evil eye when they scrolling on your page, or you go places and people be looking at you all funny and stuff, or people that are listening to gossip about your negativity and not defending you, or people who speaking negativity about you and you're not there to defend yourself because that's unjust. It'll shut them up. Also, you have a lot of monitoring spirits, probably some that be gliding through on a lot of the content creator pages and your social media pages when y'all posting like, oh, I graduated, or oh, look, my kid is walking, or oh, look, I'm going to church, or I'm doing this, or whatever like that. They don't click like. Those are monitoring spirits. If they scrolling on your page and they see something that you posted that brings you joy, and they consider themselves following you or supporter of you, and they don't click like, they're a monitoring spirit, and that is an evil entity. Because no way in the world that you see someone that you follow and you see something that brings them joy and you don't click like. Who does that but an evil person? There is only good and evil, and there is no gray area. Do not follow people that post stuff that they enjoy and they're happy about posting, and you don't press like. Get off their shit, because now everybody will start to realize that they can say Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, because they on deck and waiting for you. Like, what do you want us to do? You tell them to bind all monitoring spirits and turn them towards God. That's what I do. I say, because you bind all monitoring spirits, transmute them, and push them towards God. Or I ask to send energy waves throughout the sacral chakra You're probably that powerful, but up through the sacral chakra, above the sacral chakra, so that they can't get, so they can't get aroused down there. Okay, don't play with me. And if you wonder why your penis don't get hard, or you're not getting horny, you ain't supposed to, because horny is an entity. You do not get sexually aroused. The sexual feeling that we get in our personal areas, there is a divine stream that runs through there. That divine stream that runs there runs through divine beings. That's the portal that we bring divine beings through. When divine beings come here, if you're divine, that divine stream, you can connect to that divine stream to connect to ancestors. I go there. That's where I get new technology from. That's where I go get insight from. That's where I can go there and talk to other ascended masters. And I also can go to all kinds of different realms. All I got to do is sit down, and that feeling that you get before you get aroused, it's that kind of feeling. It's an energy that you have to hone in down that way. And you have to stay in there. And when you're down there and you're meditating into that energy, you shoot off somewhere else. And that takes a mastery. But I'm a masteress. You got to really, like, I sit down, but I meditate like 10 hours a day. You need a lot of discipline to do that. And it's not for everybody. And that's why. And if you try it and keep trying it when you're not supposed to, or you're not ready, or you're not in your north node, you will get blocked out of this. So I would suggest that if you do not have a connection to your north node, you're not in Christ consciousness, don't even think about it. This world is stranger than you know. The things that I found out today alone had me on my knees, begging to God. I said, God, they're taking all our legends. They making sure that we don't have no hope. Please, God, like, don't take the ones we got that are giving us hope, like Kendrick and all the rest of them. Please protect them. We need them. Like, they do this on purpose. So I'm going to tell you something, and I'm not going to mention any specific names until God say that I can. And I'm not scared or worried or think or whatever, but we know that there have been other people who have attempted to try to do what I'm doing, and they have been taken off the face of this earth. I'm not worried about that, okay? Whatsoever. But what I do know is that if you guys really knew the destiny swapping that took place with your legends and with our loved ones and the people that we looked up to, this world would crumble. So I'm gonna give you a story that I got to upload today, and I didn't understand like why I got the upload, but it was funny because what solidified it was I got the upload. That's what ended up making me get on my knees, because it was about one of the legends, and I felt and sensed his spirit, and that just made it worse. You know what I mean? As far as emotions, I said, I'm scrolling on YouTube, and a video comes up about that particular legend, and about, of course, Jaguar Wright. You know what I mean? Saying something about it, and I was like, yeah, she said something about that. She's been said something about it. I don't follow and hear nothing that nobody be saying, because I don't like to get information from anywhere but one source, and that's source. So it was just solidified, because there's no coincidences, why I got the upload. And at the same time, I was given that information from God about this particular legend. And it hurt to know that these men get with these women, these little pretty light-skinned chicks, pretty little light-skinned chicks that cheat, be on drugs, or lie, betray, just evil ass bitches. They be home, miserable as hell, don't be giving the man sex. You be thinking like, dang, he must be getting mad pussy, you know what I'm saying? He know he getting. And meanwhile, behind closed doors, he got an evil ass witch that just is so low vibrational and miserable, because she's jealous of him and the career he has, or the way that we love these people. That the man gets with this woman who may not be doing that well in her career, and she's beautiful. Any man would love to have her on his arm and The girl, a woman, it doesn't have to say necessarily that she doesn't have a career or that she's not doesn't have a promising future. But there's a reason why she's at a disadvantage, because she's not like us. Put it like that. But they find you in your low vibrational state. So say before you get into your career, right? You're drinking, smoking, you're really low vibrational, you're fornicating, doing all kinds of shit. You start getting these implantation of thoughts like, my dream girl is always some light-skinned chick with pretty hair. Always some chick that, it seems unattainable, right? And then ironically, this particular person had mentioned about this legend had mentioned about that being someone they wanted to be with. From their low vibrational state, that was one of their goals. This person ends up with that same person. This legend is telling us about the same things that I'm telling you about, that God is real. God is real. And that, wait a minute, what is she want? What am I doing? Hold on real quick. I'm gonna put this on because my daughter's calling me. Hold on.
God be my relax, I did minding my business. Don't want no fakeness, show me some love, make me dance. God be my relax, I did minding my business. Don't want no fakeness, show me some love, make me dance. Catch me on Insta, I'll boy out there. Up in my beamer, on the highway. Don't want wahala, I did my space. Baby, my rapper, don't try me, cause I know they play. Ready money day, I know go feel with the shirt you don't play.
What is going on? Hold on.
Cause I know my way, and I did.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Of course. My daughter just called, so they broke down. But don't worry, because I'm still going to get this message out. I gotta go. That crap broke down. But so you get these men that get with these women that are the women of the dreams when they hit their pinnacle of their success and stuff like that. Then even if the man starts elevating high and he's out of poverty, he's able to go within and heal a lot of his trauma. He's able, to get enlightened to some degree. What ends up happening is you'll have um you'll have the the female that he's with, that he loves and has children with or whatever, that'll end up arguing with him, her insecurities. She's not having sex with him, um, per se. Let's just say that's the case or something, or she is um, very, very, very insensitive and just cold for out of nowhere. And most of those type of men have no problem leaving inevitably. So let's just say that this guy did leave this woman, right? He did leave her. And I remember them mentioning about a breakup between these people. I gotta go out. Let me show y'all something. Because I want to show y'all, since I got the camera, I'm going to show you guys the, I want to show you guys the, they follow me. So let me try to turn the camera around for you guys to see the, them following me. Not them, like they in the sky. So I gotta turn the camera to the back camera. I wish I could like zoom. Oh, can I zoom? You see that? You see it? You see that right there? Now look. Um, there's 3. 1, 2, 3. My 3 angels, right? And look up. See that? All right, now you see where they are. Where I'm at. 1, 2, 3. They guard my house. Right here, where I'm standing, you see that star is straight in front of me. That means that when I go to the other town, because I'm going like a few miles away, these should stay here. These stars, like you see, 1, 2, and there's just the 3rd one. Now watch when I get in the car. You guys are gonna be fascinated because you know this is fascinating. All right, now first of all, it's cold as hell. There's 1, 2, 3. They're in front of my house. They guard my house, and then they circle my house too. They're circling my house right now. If you follow me on Instagram, it's cold out. It's cold. I would like come outside and show you guys. I used to do that in the summertime. Let me tell you some shit. See that? All right. You see how that's the 1, 2. See, 1, 2, 3. You see, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Right? You see that? 1, 2, 3. This is the most fascinating thing. I'm okay if you guys want to use my video. I'm not like that. All right? Because y'all gonna need to testify anyway because y'all about to see some shit that you never seen before. All right, those stars should not follow me, right? But they are. They're gonna follow me everywhere I go. All right, so I'm gonna go back. All right, so you know I got the beats. You know I gotta have the beats. Okay, wait. Okay, so so what I'm gonna do is this. I'm gonna do this. I wanna I wanna listen to my beats and drive. I'm probably like 5-10 minutes from where I have to go, but I have to look at the GPS because I gotta find out where she's at. Let me check something. I'm gonna go to get my baby because they're going down, and I know it's cold out. But what I'm gonna do is when I get there, I'm just gonna y'all can just go. You can go. But I'm gonna put on some. I'm gonna put some music on for a minute while I drive. Okay. Give me a minute.
My days, so they know my name. Boy, I've been again. They don't know my face as long as you dance. When the bed you play, I'm gonna make you dance. She drop it down, go low. Man loco, when she drop it down, go low. I'm go low, when she drop it down, go low. Man loco, when she drop it down, go low. I'm go low. Call me a local boy, I don't really know what they say. Too much enjoyment, make the girls want to come my way. 19 problem, baby, you ain't one of them. Been there for so long, right now your song is my star. As boy, I'll be up in my beamer on the highway. Don't want to holla, I in my space. Baby, my rapper, don't play, cause I know my way. And I do my lane, so them to my game. Where I've been again, and I know my face as long as you dance. Everybody you play, I'm gonna make you dance. Drop it down, go low.
That's what I'm telling you.
Drop it down, go low. Drop it down, go low. I'm loco. Drop it down, go low.
A new song, I've never played this before. Oh, no, I don't like that one.
Yeah.
I don't like this one.
Me want to take away the happiness. Looking about the far from home, we so less yeah. Now got the gun, I'm on the low, mind your business yeah. So you won't pull up a the call just to be right here. I now want go test time. How much for this life? Living my best life. You tell me yes sir. Please don't stress me out again. Smoke can't take away my pain. Different. I do my thing, yeah, I'm different. I got the strength on my weakness. I'm steady minding my business. Pretend. I know they like make you pretend. That's why I keep it 100. Cause you know that I'm different. I'm doing my best. I know I'm not perfect. I hope you understand the pain. It's a stressful life, this game. Love is my weakness. I see but don't regret. I'm doing my best. I hope you understand the pain. It's a stressful life, this game. Different. I do my thing, yeah, I'm different. I got the strength on my weakness. I'm steady minding my business. Pretend. I know they like make you pretend. That's why I keep it 100. Cause you know that I'm different. All of that does me, I don't care. I want my money, face my fears. Deja vu, the vision clear. See how they go, me and nothing. All of that touch me, I don't care. I want my money, face my fears. Deja vu, the vision clear. See how they go, me and nothing.
So I am not far from where I'm supposed to be going. When I get there, I should be able to see the same thing, just the stars. If not, when I come down to the main street, I'll be able to look, and you'll see that they're aligned with me. All three of them, all of them. It's unexplainable. But let me put this back. Let me put some jams on. This is Boy Alvin. These are all unreleased songs that are unheard yet because we're releasing songs, visualizers and everything. I got another one that I want to get to you guys. I'm going to get that out tomorrow so you can get exclusive listening.
Every day I count my blessings. On the road cause I'm up to something. 247 we vibe, no darling. Each one for me, you know we are balling. Cause grinding on the low, it not easy. Face my wish feels got to succeed too much money. See, I thank God that I see when I'm on it. I play low key, it's right for me, now so I see. Ajay, he had a shot, money, money my way. I just want to try it. Ajay, he had a shot, money, money my way. I just want to try it. Balance a take, me I want the echo. No get time to waste, if you give me a take, balance a take, me I want the echo. No get time to waste, if you give me a take, many, 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 many nights I be walking till I get it right, and in the morning I don't think twice. Only God to save me this time. Many, 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 many nights I be walking till I get it right, and in the morning I don't think twice. Only God to save me this time. Ajay, he had a shot, money, money my way. I just want to try it. Ajay, he had a shot, money, money my way. I just want to try it.
There was a those ships was following me around, and I was a little bit paranoid. You know, I was a little scared. Of course, I don't know what they were. They follow me everywhere I go. So I went to the police station. I went to the police station. And I was like, these things are following me in the sky. Could you tell me what they is? I said, could you send somebody out? You know what I mean? Nobody, no cop would come out. They was like, nope. It was like, no, we not coming out there. Why y'all not coming out? You can't help a damsel in distress. They were too scared themselves. So what does that tell you? That why are they so terrified? It's one right here flying right in front of me, just all in the open. Like, let me see. I'm coming up to a stop sign, so I should be able to turn the camera on and show you guys if the light don't change. Hold on. All right, hold on. Let me get to the camera quick so you can see. Camera. All right. That's it. Right here. You see it flashing? See it? You see how I stop and it stopped? You see I stop, it stopped. Okay? When I move, it's gonna move and it's gonna follow me. Because that's they it's probably some on top of me too. They be following, they all around, they follow me. You see how it stops? Alright, so I can keep the camera on. Let me see, hold on. Over and the parking lot. Hold on. I have to picking up. Alright, now you see, right there. You see? Now what you know that can stop mid flight, you see how that is? Look at that shit. I have like some great pictures of the ships and stuff like that for y'all to see. But I don't know what to tell y'all. But that's just telling you who you think I am. Alright. So let me drive. I don't want no ticket for talking on the phone. I gotta find them. So hold on. God, hold on. Oh, I could have left my GPS. Oh, they were over here. Where's she at? Let me see. That's where I tried. Alright, arriving. Hold on. Okay, so When I get out the car, you're gonna be able to see the I'm gonna be able to get a good view of the ship. The ship that follows me. They don't play about me. Look, it's one right here too. There's one right here following me. Look, remember those three? Hold on, wait. Wait. I got a good view. Remember I told you with those three things that be following me? Look. Okay, wait. It's one right here. One, and it's two, and it's three. See? I'm 1, 2, and 3. I'm literally miles away from my home, and they will follow me. It don't matter. Now, it don't matter where I go. Let me see where they at. I'm over at the mall. They are aligned with me. Look, oh my goodness, this is a perfect view. Look, now I done went all the way to another town. Look, there's 1, there's 2, and then there's a third one. See? They're aligned with me. They follow me. See? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm in a parking lot, so I can do this. I can't. I need to use a professional. I didn't plan to use this phone when and look. Yo, they don't play. Wait. That's my kid. Oh, wait. Look. I want one doing shitty. You see that one right there? Right in front of me? It's like great. It's flashing, so you should be able to see it. Alright, so it ain't nothing to be scared of. It's nothing to be scared of. Well, I ain't scared. They told me that I have nothing to fear. Okay, that's my kid right here. Alright, so let me get them. Because it's cold out here, so I didn't want to not get them right away, and I didn't want to turn the live on. Let me turn the let me see if I can see the ship. It's following. Turn the seat warmer on for her. I know she's cold. That car broke down. He's having a problem with his battery. He just got a brand new battery for $140. It must be your alternator.
Yeah, the cop's letting us. He said he already told dispatch the car is here, so wait for dispatch.
Yeah, so tomorrow, all he got to do is, if he get a jump tomorrow, he should get the car cranked to get it back over there because it just drained the battery. You got jumping cables? Oh, yeah. Yeah, because you need to recharge your thing and you got to get home with your lights off. You can't use the lights on. All right, hold on. Y'all know my kid. So, I'm on live.
Who laughed?
Yeah.
Help me, Lord. Help me, Jesus. That cop was really nice.
I don't know how to.
I think he
How do I
came
get that
up earlier.
Hold on.
We was right there at first.
Where?
Look.
Oh, you
We
made
right
it.
in the middle. So cars, I was like, who is this? Who did you
Yeah, wait. Here. Get that.
Hey, it's cold. I'm cold. It's cold.
I know. That's why I was on live, and I said, well, let me just go ahead and go pick y'all up.
I wanted to call you so many times if I didn't need to.
I know.
I
know. As soon as you kept calling me, I said, all right, let me go get her. And then I just ran out.
Late. I don't call you this late for nothing.
Yeah, so I knew it was something. I was like, all right, I know that. And then I told him that I had to hurry up because I know it was cold. I came outside. I was like, oh, shit. Let me go ahead. I put some on for you. Maybe get your booty a little bit twisted.
Oh, he wow.
Slow down, buddy.
Oh, heavy. Wow. So why you go over the humps like that?
This cab. That's the cab I called because I want to.
I was like, you want to sit in my car? No.
He said, I ain't doing no chances, sir.
Sorry, you're helping me. He was like, are you cold? I'm fine.
Fine. I had to wrap it to my mama. I didn't get no
like, I'm so glad we didn't have nothing in the car. I was like, he said my
Oh,
car.
weed is legal.
The car definitely smells like weed, but there's nothing in it.
But weed is legal.
It is, but they treat it like drinking, no smoking and driving.
You said I ain't taking no chances.
Like that.
Say, smoking while high.
My boss keep telling me that. He was like, Kirk, you know you get trouble when you get caught.
Exactly, that's the key word.
No, you're not. I ain't get good. No, you wait. That's for my cataracts.
Says my cataract. That's what he said. That's what he said on Kai. He was like, "Oh, you got cataract."
Nah, I be telling him, man, I gotta go to work high so I can perform high performance. How high?
I perform it.
Study high. Take the test high.
Get high score.
High school.
I get everything. Somebody got the seatbelt on? Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry, I was cold.
Oh, wait. I ain't
Pull
gonna do it.
up right here. You gotta
Right
turn
across
into
the
the
street.
driveway.
Alright.
Hey, bye, y'all.
Y'all be careful, y'all. Wait, y'all make sure when y'all get there, y'all look both ways before y'all cross the street.
We break.
You work tomorrow? What time you work tomorrow?
Can you wait?
Wait, I'm gonna pull up. Yeah, right.
He ready.
No, I was gonna let my baby out right
Yeah,
here.
I get off at 12 a.m.
That's my child. You must be out of your
No,
mind.
I get off at, I go in
I'm
after
gonna let
4.
my kid out on the
I went
street.
OT
You must be.
I went
No,
OT
we don't
last
do
week,
that.
so they
She
want
getting
me to
off in
come
the
and go
driveway.
later. Yeah, she's like, oh, want you to go overtime. Man, give me that money. I got 20 days of overtime. Y'all better pay me, and I screenshotted it to leave it.
Oh. Alright, he might get the child poop because of the baby.
I got you, baby Jeff.
All right.
Thank you, mommy.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome, baby.
Use your AAA if they don't come here.
Alright, well, just let me know.
All right.
Y'all know my baby. But it was too cold to have my kid outside, like that. So she'll never act. But even if I would have called AAA, I wouldn't have let them sit out there and wait. AAA, because it take a while to AAA to come get them. Everybody else use my AAA. I don't be needing that because I don't go nowhere. Those, it don't matter where I go, how far I go. They're right here. Look, I'm over here. Wait. Let me see if I can show you real quick. Wait. Oh, the light about to change, of course. So right here, they're right here. And at my house, when you go to my house, like when I'm home, a lot of people, like my daughter, she was a little bit scared too. And I was like, Ty, don't be scared. Like she's scared because of the supernatural shit that happens. Because you gotta understand, like God can do whatever He want to do. Like there's no rules or perimeters or restrictions or anything, anything that the Creator, He could do whatever. Well, God could do whatever God want to do. So at my house, look, they're right here in front of me. Like, let me see. Damn, I wish I could show y'all. But they're right here in front of me. 1, 2, 3, going across. Like, so, all right, let me pull over real quick because I want to do this. Because I want you guys to witness. I want you to witness the power of God. And so you know that God is real. Because the information that I have to give you guys is going to save your soul. And that's what I'm here to do. And I don't care what anybody thinks. All right. So okay. So that's 1 right there. 2. My windshield. I can clean it off, right? Let me clean my windshield off. Maybe I could do that. I don't drive much. All right. So okay. I don't want to get my radio. So right here above this house, that's 1. The other one is above the pole, the line, 2, and then the other one's above this pole over here. So it's 3. I know it's so difficult to see. With yeah, I don't want to get the car, but I can just do like this. Let me see. So let me find the house. Okay, so it's 1 right there, and then the other one is right there, 2. And then the other one is by the light, which is, I'll probably have to move up a little bit. And the third one is right here. You see it? The third one? All right, so it's red too. So the one over to the right is one color. It's one right here above my head. Let me see. Right here. See it? See that? All right, but the 3 right here, there's no reason why these same 3 that are over by my house, which is my house is to the south. There's no way that these are lined up here right in front of me, except that these are my 3 angels, because It tells you who I am or who is with me at all times. And this one over here. So it's three of them right here. 1, 2, 3. And I am north of my house. I'm not nowhere near. I'm not where I'm not by my house at all. But I'm gonna put on some grooves real quick. We're gonna get back to the crib, and then I'm gonna give you guys some really powerful information regarding these destiny swaps, and I'm going to speak truth to power. You're gonna hear some information today that you never heard nowhere else. Jaguar Wright ain't saying it, and they're quick to say that we are crazy. Ain't no way in hell y'all know I'm crazy. I ain't no crazy, because I can prove a lot. You see these three things right here that are in the sky that you assume are stars that follow me everywhere I go, and they've been following me for a long time. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. All right, so let's put on some grooves while I drive, because I don't want to drive without no music. I don't want to drive in a quiet car. It's not far from my house.
I said she a controller. But every time she come around, you know she a pull her back, come closer. She's loving me every time I pull up in a brand new whip. Boy looking nice and they can't believe. Boy looking nice and they can't believe. Energy, they won't try take my energy. Too many jealousy and frenemies. Too many frenemies and jealousy. Whenever you need love, make you come closer. All in my room, I go bed you over. I fashion killer, pull up in a Rover. Girl, with you, I'm never sober. See, whenever you need love, make you come closer. All in my room, I go bed you over. I fashion killer, pull up in a Rover. Girl, with you, I'm never sober. How much she a controller. But every time she pull up and she come around, you know she a come closer. I say she a controller. But every time she come around, you know she a pull up and come closer. Girl, you make it my inside, yeah, make it my inside, girl, you make it my inside, girl, you make it my inside, yeah, make it my inside, girl, you make it my inside, yeah. I will never leave you like this. Give you love, yeah, to the morning. But you need some love, you can call my phone. Girl, I will never leave you like this. Give you love, yeah, to the morning. But you need some love, you can call my phone. Oh. Early morning kiss, all of your cheeks. Text you tonight and you know that I turn you on. Early morning kiss, all of your cheeks. Text you tonight and you know that I turn you on. But she a controller. But every time she pull up and she come around, you know she a come closer. I say she a controller. But every time she come around, you know she a pull up and come closer. Girl, you make it my inside, yeah, make it my inside. Girl, you make it my inside. Girl, you make it my inside, yeah, make it my inside. Girl, you make it my inside, yeah.
I live south of here. I'll show you. The camera around. So you guys can get simply me is the most fascinating thing. All right, so if you see, you'll notice that. Hold on. We go 1, 2, and the other one right there, and it's red. It's a red one. Not a full. So it's 1. That's the red one I was telling you about. And then the other one is 2. It's right there. And then the other one is 3. See? That middle one stays aligned with me. The middle one. So no matter where I'm about to go down that street, you see that train is going? I'm going all the way that way. Now, mind you, you know that these three, that 1, 2, and that third one, they were all the way down there. So there'll be no way but that this star is lined up with me. These 3 stars are lined up with me. Look, even these are all lined with me. All the stars. All the stars follow me. On gang gang. All right? That's something that everybody should fear and get the word out. Because if I was you, I would. So something is going on. Because this lady is putting these stars, these 3 stars following her. Those are my 3 angels. But I am the fuck around to find out. That's the only way I can say it. That's where I look at it. Let's say I'm different.
Me want to take away the happiness. Looking about the far from home, we should be less here. Now got the gun, I'm on the low, mind your business here. Show you won't pull up pay the call just to be right here. I mean, I want go test time. How much for his life? Living my best life. You tell me yes, sir. Please don't stress me out again. Smoke can't take away my pain. Different. I do my thing, yeah, I'm different. I got the strength on my weakness. I'm steady minding my business. Pretend. I know they like make you pretend. That's why I keep it 100. Cause you know that I'm different. I'm doing my best. I know I'm not perfect. I hope you understand the pain. It's a stressful life, this case. Love is my weakness. I see but don't regret. I'm doing my best. I hope you understand the pain. It's a stressful life, this case. Different. I do my thing, yeah, I'm different. I got the strength on my weakness. I'm steady minding my business. Pretend. I know they like make you pretend. That's why I keep it 100. Cause you know that I'm different. All of that does me, I don't care. I want my money, face my fears. Deja vu, the vision clear. See how they go, me I don't say. All of that does me, I don't care. I want my money, face my fears. Deja vu, the vision clear. See how they go, me I don't say. Every day I count my blessings. On the road cause I'm up to something. 247 we vibe, no darling. Each one for me, you know we are balling. Cause grinding on the low, it not easy. Face my wish fuse, got to succeed, too much money. See I thank God that I see. When I'm on it, I play low key, it's right for me, now so I see. Ajay, he had a shot alley. Money, money my way. I just want to try it. Ajay, he had a shot alley. Money, money my way. I just want to try it. balance I take go. Me I want the Diego. I no get time to waste too. If you give me a take go. Balance I take go. Me I want the Diego. I no get time to waste too. If you give me a take go. Many nights I be walking till I get it right. And in the morning I know you think twice. Only God to save me this time. Many nights I be walking till I get it right. And in the morning I know you think twice. Only God to save me this time. Ajay, we are the shot money my way. I just want to try it. Ajay, we are.
All right, I made it back. So, I'll show you. They're flying around. Let me see. It's hard to zoom. Let me go to the settings and go to the camera. I don't know if you guys can see, but I'm about to see if I can catch some of them flying around. All right, so beautiful sky. Look on top of my house. So remember the red one? Remember I told you the red one? The red one is right there. That's the red one. And then there's another one. Well, they're right here, all three of them. I can see them. I'm trying to see if I can find one that is, I can like on the camera is different than when you see with your own eyes. Like if you could see what I can see. Oh, it's one flying around right here. And I'll be showing this on my I'll be like spaceship watch or something. Look, this one right, the one that remember that one that I was showing you by the highway. Look, see it? That's one, right? That's wait, let me move up a little bit. That's two. It's right between those lines. And then it's three, the red one. Right here, aligned with me, miles away from where I just came from. And it's one down here flying. It's one right here flying. So they don't give a shit where you think I live to come here. This is not it. Your car probably break down. They'll probably make you your car. God will probably make your car crash. I would not come over here try to sightsee or ride past my house or something like that because somebody did try to do that and they ended up crashing. Somebody died. So, because this is a different thing. This is different. This is next level because when you're dealing with God, God is a very loving and forgiving God, but He don't play about the throne. So, and when you got somebody from the kingdom here that's here to help save humanity, the last thing He wants is somebody to think that they can even get close to me because He has to set an example. Hence, why there are a lot of people that have came after me have died. Also, a lot of people that was connected to me that I'm connected to a lot of celebrities and stuff. So, but a lot of even my celebrity friends are with witches and don't realize in it, but don't understand the mechanisms that work. Because if you're low vibrational and you're doing something that is a sin, if you're sinning, you're low vibrational, and you're susceptible to black magic spell work, just like I was when I was low vibrational and sinning. Hey, stop! Go in your room. Go in your room. You're gonna get beat up. My bully about to get beat up by the cat. Yo, chill out. So, Ollie, what you about to do? The dog is scared of the cat. I just got in the house. Jeez. Cats are divine beings. If I could tell you that, if you knew that and you knew how you treated a cat, I would be careful if I was you. This girl pushed my cat. I said, yo, don't do that. That's God. She probably thought I was crazy. She thought I was crazy, everybody. Until the next day, she sent me pictures where she almost cut her fingers off. I told you don't push my cat. That is God. And I don't, it's not my place to worry about. It's like, I know that everything is God, but these are divine beings. I mean, divine creatures. That's why, and mind you, I'm a reincarnation of something from Egypt. You go figure. But back in the Egyptian times, they worship cats. And so I knew that. Um, and I don't like cats, but when I went to a funeral one time, I seen this cat underneath a car, and I was like, "That's my cat." I just knew it. I don't know because I always trust my instincts, my intuition, your instincts, Holy Spirit, however you see it. I never go against my better judgment, your intuition. Never go against it because your intuition is you have been here and have done this hundreds of thousands of times, probably the same character that you play, right? Until you ascend. And then you go into another character, or you just, you're going to be here for eternity. Okay. If, so because you're part of the expansion and cultivation of evolution, and the ascension part allows the forward movement of civilizations. Um, I don't know. I'll try to explain. So you come here and you're going through different levels, different learning. You got to learn. You're with somebody, right? And you got to know when God says to move, your intuition, like, man, I don't know, something just fine. I just feel funny about something. That is your intuition telling you in that relationship. You love somebody enough, you let them go because you got to love God more and you got to love yourself more. So loving yourself is loving God because God is within you. All right. So then when you're not being treated like somebody would treat God, then you don't supposed to be with that person. That's a divine order. So God told me today that because of all the sinning going on down here, yeah, I had to write it down because I'm a student still. God said that what is going on down here caused um hold on, it might be enough. I was gonna go through this with you guys too real quick. Was a divine like disorder. Like it okay, sin disrupts divine order. So your divine beings, right? Anybody that's on here is either a divine being or a demon. If you have sat while I drove all the way somewhere else, watch the stars, listening to Boy Alvin, wait till I get back here, all this stuff, you're probably a divine being. Because my light shines so bright and with all the divine beings on here, that energy still resonates. And that demons can't stick around. So they pop in and out, pop in and out. Okay. So the sin disrupts divine order because as divine beings, we are pure and innocent, love and light. We had to come through hell. I had to go through hell just to get here. And I've been there in the devil's playground. I have been every character. I have met every character. I've done everything in this form. The Jezebel, the drunk, the drug addict, the prostitute, you name it. I've done it. You got money from a dude that you slept with, you tricking, you're a prostitute, whatever you want to call it. I mean, because the way I look at it is, who giving it away? Who won't give it away? So you think you're doing something rational by having a guy take you out, buying you gifts. And you're like, oh, if a guy buys me this and do all of this, I feel like that constitute that I should be giving some divine no, like that just like irrational, but you're immature and you're not cultivated correctly because you don't realize what your divine, the divinity within yourself. And every time you have sex, you're creating entities because every time you have sex, you're creating something. You're a creator. So every time a man is over there ejaculating, watching porno, you're creating something. You're creating the Jezebel and the incubus spirits that attach to the other people that you end up eventually sleeping with, because they are entities that attach to you. So and that's, I know, stranger than fiction. But what happens with you doing that is you cause an imbalance, and because it's as above so below, the scales should be balanced out, because you're going to have dark and light. It's just, it is what it is. But it's always it's an evolution, so it's a constant changing. So people should be ascending and new souls come in, ascending and new souls coming in. Darkness turns to light, ascends, somebody come down, dark turns to light, goes up. That's how it should be. But y'all not going nowhere. Go in there. Y'all not going nowhere. Y'all stuck down here, and you telling me that you got a book that y'all been practicing for 2,000 years, and nobody that's been preaching in that book ascended, showed y'all how to ascend, or anything. I ascended. I don't go to church. I ascended because somebody tried to kill me, and I was in my north node. And touch not as anointed means that if you are anointed by God, which that's rare, but if you're in your north node and you're following God, you're following your intuition. And God said that is rare, but still and yet I'm an ascended master. But I was someone that was already guided by God, and I wasn't sinning. I wasn't fornicating. I wasn't doing anything that I knew that was against what served me, because I was in my divine purpose. God don't care about if you smoke a little bit of weed, if you drink, if you have, a little bit of coffee or something like that, or if these things, these things are a material world. But if they was like you sucking dick for it, say you go kill somebody for it, stuff like that. Like, people are dying over sneakers. Divine beings are killing divine beings over sneakers. And divine beings can't even die. So what are you really doing? You're creating cycles that should not have happened, because that person should have been able to be given an opportunity to live out that cycle. And then when you kill them, because you think you killed that person, God is going to take that divine being and put them in another situation, because you did martyred them now. They died and they were martyred. They deserve an opportunity to have another opportunity. So they may come back, or maybe start the game where you left off at. And then, like, you end up in a different scenario where it was a shootout and you didn't get shot, right? Because it's times that you're probably like, damn, I should have died. And I mentioned that yesterday, that everybody got a close encounter with death once or twice or a few times. You died. You did. You died, and God brought you back. And he brought you back in the game with a different probability, in a different space and time, with different information, because your intuition is like telling you, you did that before. Okay? That's what your intuition is. It's your older self telling your younger self, we did that. That don't work. Let's do something else. Because you're thinking like, oh, I want to be with that person so bad. And your intuition is telling you something. You was with that bitch 100 times, and that bitch killed you, or she stabbed you, she cheated on you, she lied to you, she got you set up. You know what I mean? Like, you had kids, horrible situations came out. No, we're going to do something different. So every time you come here, you do something different. So this time you might be with this soulmate. This time you might be with that soulmate. You're with all different people and scenarios and situations and circumstances. The ultimate goal is to get to ascend, to get to your kingdom spouse, help him to ascend, but it was like to no avail, because they had already been operating this system too long, manipulating it to their advantage. So you don't stand a chance. So that's why I came in, which I'm like an IT tech with administrator settings, right? That's basically what I am. So I came in here because my father created the game, and my divine spouse taught me the game, and my brother beat the game by ascending into a martyr status, because that was his purpose. He came, and his divine purpose was to do that. And he had perimeter setting so that it wouldn't um, corrupt the lineage that much. But there was like a curse on our bloodline that I broke. The generational curse that I broke on my bloodline was to leave someone that I unconditionally loved, because they did not unconditionally love me. The gift is from God, is that I will be the first of my bloodline to be, that is married currently, to my kingdom spouse that unconditionally loves me. That's fucked up. That we stay in relationships because, oh, I got 20 years with that person. I got 5 years with that person. I got 2, 3 kids with that person. I got all this and that. God been told you to leave, and you going that relationship and them kids is gonna send you to hell, right to hell. God do not care about what you think. When God tells you to do something and you don't do it, there are consequences to your actions. You do not stay in relationships that do not serve you. If you're not on your divine purpose and doing what you're supposed to be doing and praising God and letting everybody and testifying to God and doing what you're supposed to do and being a um, a servant to God and loving God before everything. And if you're not willing to leave that relationship and leave them kids and leave everybody for God, you're going to go to hell. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And this is not a human that is making these decisions. There's nothing rational about your life that matters to someone that to God that sits on a throne and that has a zero tolerance to any entity, being, subset of energy that believes that their life is just so more valuable because they got 5 kids and they've been with this guy 20 years. To a creator with an infant with infinity and beyond, no. God is going to say, listen, let me absorb this energy because I'm going to transmute you into nothingness, because that's what's going to happen to all of y'all if y'all do not realize that your intuition is but tell you to leave, go cry it off and figure out why you stay with that motherfucker. You know he cheated on you. Why did you stay in that relationship knowing that you're the only one raising them kids? You don't need him. Why are you staying with that bitch and you know that she already burnt you before? You had to get yourself cured and you ain't tell nobody. You still stay with that bitch and she fucked your boy. Why you staying with this bitch and you know that that kid wasn't yours and you end up having another kid with her? Why are you staying with that person that you're not married to and fornicating? And as much as I'd have fornicated, you know what I mean? And I've been there and done that and stuff like that. And I'm not one to judge because that's not me. Well, I can, because God gave me administrative privileges to call judgment on people. But that was after I was able to hold myself accountable. That's the God said the biggest sin, he told me, because I said that, the greatest sin was being led from him. That was the greatest sin, was you guys walking away from God and turning your back on God and doing this by yourself and thinking that you don't need him and thinking that the white man that gives you a check is more important and getting up in the morning and going to work is important. And God would never put you to work as a divine being. You are to stay in your creativity and do whatever you're here told to do. And you do what you're supposed to do and you're obedient to him and everything. He sends your divine spouse to you when you're ready, when you learned the lessons, when you have cultivated your divinity to the point where you're pure and that you're washed of your sins and you seek salvation. Otherwise, just like me, I had to go back to the beginning of the game. On top of the fact that my settings are on extremely difficult and hard settings, so that the creator can say, I sent someone in there that had everything that worked against them their entire life. A family full of witches and warlocks, right? That tore my ass up. They're paying people to come and date me just to fuck me over. Just give me the most difficult circumstances. And I still never hated anybody. I still never wanted to wish nothing bad on nobody. I had my spiteful and bitter era, just like most people. But I just knew that it didn't feel right to be harboring in any kind of hatred and stuff. It weighs heavy on you. It's not what we are built for, divine beings. So um, I just would rationalize it like, well, God is only putting me through what I can bear. So, pressure, um, can bust pipes, but it can also make diamonds. So I felt like I was always optimistic about things. I always was very forgiving, and I just didn't want to ever feel like there was that I ever anybody call you that I ever had to stay and wallow in self pity. So I ended up just saying fuck it and letting things go. And then when I did that, I ended up just getting completely trampled over on top of because I just gave up arguing. I gave up um, defending myself because that was part of it was connected to it. And I would just like not say anything. And I would just go cry. If somebody hurt my feelings, somebody cheated on me, somebody lied to me. My friends are just milking, 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 milking. I got the single white female type of friend. She want to fuck all my friends, all my dudes I dated. She want to fuck niggas. I'll date a guy. She'll date a guy with the same name. Every man that I dated, she did. I was like, oh, this shit is crazy. This bitch is crazy. She playing in my fucking face? She getting karma now. I went and got a tummy tuck. She got a tummy tuck. I got a tummy tuck just so she can get a tummy tuck. Because that she's more heavy. She needed more. And she looks great and she's confident with herself and stuff like that. So I was like, I'm happy for her. Whole time she's with somebody that doesn't serve her. And that's her karma for sleeping with my man who want to sleep behind their friend. That's disgusting. Gross. I would never. But any man that I'm with, a girl gonna say like, "Damn, he must got basic, or he must got a lot of money. He must got this and that." She with him because that's how chicks be thinking when they see divine beings with somebody. Oh, that guy get with that girl. He the man. He looking better because he got divine protection around him. God will protect him as long as that woman loves him. But if you once you leave him, he gonna learn his lessons for how he treated you. That's why they always end up spinning the block. They call it. It's not spinning the block. It's somebody that didn't appreciate and value you when he had you, and he does not deserve you back. Because when I cheated on a man and he left me, I knew that I lost a really good dude. I was like, damn, that guy was probably gonna be a rocket scientist, scientist and stuff like that. Wasn't really that attracted to him like that. He wasn't my typical type and stuff. He was a really good man. I cheated on him, but I felt so bad. I went to his house, ran to his house, and I told him because I can't tell a lie. He was saying divine beings is hard to lie, and without it like weighing on you and stuff. My conscience was eating up at me, and me thinking that I'm being honest. He and I had my karma was not knowing how that relationship would have turned out because of my shitty ways. Because here I go, same thing, same scenario. I was lured by a guy who seemed to be a little bit older, a little bit more seasoned, light skinned, I'm saying, manager at a movie theater. He was cute and everything. The other guy was like dark skinned, wasn't probably as a, you know what I mean? So it's like typical shit. Because this another sin that was created by one of the angels that came here named Azil or something, Azilia, whatever. It was two of them. He was the one who brought weapons down here, so and taught humans about weapons. He taught them about magic. He taught them about vanity, like cosmetics and stuff. Now, imagine this: you with somebody because they look good, rotten to the fucking core. You dating a fucking literally a female Baphomet. That's what all these entertainers with these pretty little light skinned chicks, they're all demons. They are all demons. I promise you. I promise you. That's why you'll never hear them talk. You'll never hear them talk because they don't have perimeters to say too much. They can't have a decent conversation. That's not what they meant for. That's the reason why they give them to them. They say, oh, black women, they talk to me. No, we intellectual. We don't sit there and just let you keep embarrassing us and humiliating us. So like they all do stuff. They like get caught in scandals and get caught cheating and stuff. Straight humiliation rituals, right? Humiliate the shit out of that demon, right? Um, to try to balance the scales from the destiny swap. Um, so um, so I go to say this is that when I look at the sun, something that I can see because I don't have a veil on my eyes. So what you all see the crib and stuff like this. I can see everything outside of the crib. I can see everything inside of the air and stuff like that. And I'd be like, what? Did I just see that? I'd be so scared. I don't even, I barely sleep. I'm trying to wait because I'm waiting for my husband to get here. But I told my husband, I said, like, I don't even want to, I can't even close my eyes unless my husband there. Like, when I close my eyes, he got to hold my hand because of the shit that I got to see when I close my eyes. And I'm wide awake just like this. When I sit down, I close my eyes. If I could tell you the things I see or where my eyes go driven off out of here, and I'll go through like a fiber optic type of network type of thing, and I'll pop out somewhere. I don't have control over that, but what I can see when I close my eyes is a whole bunch of different dots, and they're all different places that I can go anywhere. It's called remote viewing. So anywhere I could think of, I can go, right, and see stuff. I went to the moon. I seen outside of the moon. I know what's there. They was like, yo, oh, I thought, because I was like, I'm just gonna go back. And they was like, all right, you good, you good, you good. All right, because I ain't know. I was just being too nosy, too freaking nosy. I was just seeing if I can do it or whatever. But the first time I went to remote view and I was sitting here and I was just trying to sync up the Hemi sync, there was like a guy face that was coming down from like the top right hand corner, like I could see his face. I'm sitting there and like, yo, I can see you. I'm not doing anything, like going nowhere. Like, so I had to like reassure him that I wasn't like doing anything that was like a national security risk or something like that. Um, but my thing was just like, how did he even know that I was doing what I was doing unless he was already viewing me? So I think they probably have some program where they were viewing the divine beings and they got some kind of surveillance on them. They probably got all kinds of shit surveilled. But God shut that shit down. He said no. So it don't matter what cameras they got, it don't matter what they do, they can't, because got control of whatever he wants. He can do whatever he wants to do. You can ask God for protection and stuff like that. You can ask God to help you to get connected to him. You can ask God for anything, because if you have faith in God, God is going to do whatever you ask of him. Whatever you ask of him, there is no stipulations to his uh, his his loyalty to you. But why wouldn't they just tell you that you can ask God for anything that you want, anything that you can think of that you want? You are entitled to, as a divine being, everything and some. Think about it. God said you ask for it. I'm working on it as you speak. That's how much God loves you. They got you over here thinking that, oh, I sin, I'm going to hell. I sin a lot, and I'm not going to hell. What's going to hell is those demons that and them people that was doing them destiny swaps and knew good and well that they shouldn't be doing no shit like that. So you have a lot of that in the okay. So one thing is we are reincarnations because we have DNA. Our strands of DNA are from past situations. Like I'm from Egyptian time, but I came back from the beginning of the cosmos because I came from different places. The humans came from the earth. They were created from the ground, the dirt, basically. Some people were from different elements or different planetary materials, and some came from the cosmos, like the stars, seeds. That's what we are, star seeds. Now, I wanted to go into the Destiny swap and show you guys all the receipts that I have, but I want to I'm using the wrong phone, but I do have something just as good, which is I wanted to first finish up the story that I was telling you earlier about one of the legends. All right, so because I'm also clairvoyant, so I could tell you because I know exactly what happened. And I also got close to that legend's energy today. Yo, like, just imagine this. Imagine in your house and you just like, I was just minding my business. I don't even think I had no music on. I was sitting doing some work or something because I was working. And then you just get a thought. That ain't you. You don't think. That thought that came to you is your ancestor trying to tell you something. Whatever it is, and you be like, you know how like you ever with somebody like, yeah, that nigga gay. I think he get like you see that in your head. That is you telling you the truth. And you're like, nah, like, that can't be true. can't be true. You're in your head like, no, whatever you're thinking is probably what it is. It's just hard to wrap your brain around that some of the weird shit that go on because you're not used to really accepting your thoughts as truth because they told you that thought comes from thinking and thinking comes from not knowing, right? That was what you were programmed to believe, and that's not true. Your thoughts are actually you telling you that you did this before and that person is that way and you found out the hard way. Or that's something that they were hidden. And that's part of like a psychic ability too, because we all have that intuitiveness, divine beings. But to be an ascendant master, I have the ability to connect to whoever I want to connect to. If you have a loved one that you lost and you wanted to talk to your loved one, I can help channel your loved one and give you information that only you would know. So you know that your loved one is fine. They didn't die. They're not dead. They're helping you. They're supporting you. They love you. They're rooting for you. They want you to ascend. They want you to connect. They want you to do good. They want you to stop sinning. They want you to be with who loves you unconditionally. Because when you get with somebody that unconditionally loves you, you're in a divine connection. They can come back. These are our inventors. These are our greats, our legends and stuff. They come from our bloodline. They will be back. They'll return through your children. Your children will be great. The children that come through the divine connection of unconditional love, they might be flying or might be Superman, Spider-Man, Batman. I don't know. But they're going to come back and they're going to be great at whatever they do. And they're going to be extraordinary. Extraordinary. Now, to be in a status like this and to have these kind of energies around me, one of the energies that came was my ancestors. I can feel them, like I can feel this pressure on my chest. I was on the phone and I was just boohoo crying. And I told Mom, I was like, I feel his spirit. I was like, all I felt was love and gratitude and appreciation for breaking this curse. You mean to tell me that all I had to do was leave somebody that did not love me unconditionally? Imagine the world with people for the wrong reasons. But two people don't unconditionally love each other. Come on now, in my bloodline. I can't speak for everybody. I'm speaking for my bloodline. Now, and then I got attacked last night in my dreams and everything went together. Like, I don't want to talk about it too much, but let me tell you. So I was mad. Well, first of all, I couldn't find my phone in my dream. So that right there, you can't find your phone and you're with some people and stuff like that. And it was like, the person was like being like real, like nasty towards me. And I was like, huh? What's going on type shit and stuff. And they were just saying crazy shit to me. And then I was just like, I'm like, I ain't worried about what the fuck they saying. I'm trying to find my phone. So I woke up and I was like, man, I'm about to go back to sleep. I'm about to find my phone. I went back to sleep because I was still in that space, that house. So I went back and I'm back where I was. And I was like, fuck that. I don't know if I got my phone or not, but I'm about to get out of here. On my way out, the person like started walking my face and they all started surrounding me. It was like this short white dude. It was one of a person that I know, I'm familiar with, that was in my dream. It was two foreign dudes, but they black, that happened to pop up. But there was like one was one and one was the other. And there was like some other couple people and they was like surrounding me saying fucked up shit. I'm kind of like pissed about my phone. Somebody else probably would have been terrified. I ain't got no fucking fear. I got God with me. I turned and I grabbed the little one first and I jacked him up. And I was like, do you know who I am? I was like, I know it was a devil, because I faced the devil plenty of times. Like, I can spot a devil. When I walk around, I'll spot a devil. And I know when a demon and they'll enter somebody else's body that's a little vibrational. I'll say, I see you. All right. And the devil is doing his job. He's down here. He has a perimeter. He has a job to do. And that's just what it is. If you don't have to fuck with him and you have a free will, you have a choice. And that's just what it is. Because you have to rebuke wanting to do that because that's your choice. But if you choose to go with the devil, there's consequences. And I ain't with that shit no more. Because I know. But I grabbed the short dude up. Then I grabbed the black dude that I know or something. And I was just like, have you ever killed somebody before? I was like, I have. That shit don't scare me. They was terrified of me. But I remember yesterday, before I went to sleep, is probably why God gave me that information, which was helpful in my dream state last night, was that when God comes here and he's on his way here, he's going to instill the fear of him and the devil. That's what he's coming for. He said, I'm going to instill the fear of God into anything that isn't in the North Node. So let's talk about Satan. Satan, Satan, right? Let's talk about Santa. Santa, right? If you take, let me show you. This is, because it's better if I show you, because I can show you better than I can tell you, because this is going to spark your mind as far as when it comes down to a divine being is going to understand this. All right. So I'm going to turn the camera around so you guys can, all right. So let's do Santa, right? All right. So you got Santa, right? North. Okay. You got Santa's north, right? Let's go like this. If you put it here, you're going to get, right? Satan. All right. This is south. You ascend to the cross, right? This is the cross. So this is going to be truth, right? Now, once you get to the truth, you ascend, right? I don't know, that's brother, right? And then north. All right. So Santa was the way that they would try to confuse the divine being to believing that there's something that doesn't exist, giving your kids gifts after you work your ass off, that is a white man on a sled. When I saw a vision of God leaving his throne, flaming with a crown on his throne, going over the clouds. Doesn't that like Santa going over the snow? So when I saw something that I had in my kitchen, the Santa thing, I just looked at it and I was drawn right to the letters, because when you're connected like I am, your eyes are drawn certain places. Listen, you don't have control over yourself as much as you think you do. So I was like, okay, so the S is the south. So you're in the south node, right? So remember, Santa's in the North Pole. All right, so you're in the south. We come here. When we come here, we got to go through the south node. The south node, and this is this is prostitution, this is killing, this is all kinds of shit. You ascend. So you ascend, say you get to truth, and you say, oh, I want to go to church, and I'm going to do everything, and I'm going to do this. We get stuck in truth because of the Bible, because the Bible is forbidden knowledge. You're not supposed to have it. The only person supposed to have it are the high priests, are the magi's, right? But they put you in truth, and they keep you locked in truth because they don't tell you about ascending to get to your north node. Because if you stay in truth and you don't ascend to your north node, you end up going back to the south, and then you're facing a judgment. So the world is under judgment right now, and there's no escaping it. So you got the bunkers that were being built, right? Let me tell you about the bunkers. So they were building the bunkers, and what they were planning to do was to go down in the bunkers and go into either a sleep state or like some kind of um, dream state or some kind of ascending, because they know because they do destiny swaps. They know that they can lay down and they can ascend out of their bodies. They were planning to go to sleep or have something like that Michael Jackson shit, the propofol, something like that, and go and have like some kind of sedative. And they were going to ascend when God returned with the rapture, the wrath, and all that stuff, right? God said He don't care where they try to astral project to, what dimension they try to go to, what realm they try to hide in. He said there is not an atom not one atom that can hide from the creator of all things in existence that ever was, is, and ever will be. And then they tried to do something like they were trying to recreate God with that CERN shit. God was like, stupidity! For them to think that they can create some kind of portal using CERN to bring these entities here that they'll try to make an agreement with to fuck us up more or to fight against God? Are you? Who you think made them? They don't even realize they don't have rationality. These are things that God created to set these motherfuckers up in the first place. Like they was eating kids and all that other shit. God said I was putting all kinds of programs and shit in there to fuck their asses up. All right. So, and remember, when they said, oh, you cursing is when you wishing, curse is a curse, like a black magic shit. A curse is not fuck and all this. You should probably say better language because you collectively believe that it's something bad, but it's not. Because we don't have a language, we actually telepathically communicate. And God said He's going to take the English language from us, so we will no longer be speaking English in the new world that you're going to, because we are ascending. The ships, okay, somebody's here. Somebody just flew past me. All right, so okay, so the ships that are here, there are ships here. The ships that are here that are that you see that are blinking, those ships are helping us to ascend. So you get that anxiety feeling that you're getting. Just drink more water and sit down and meditate. Don't be scared what you see. You might see some weird shit now and then and stuff. Just build up a tolerance to seeing things that you normally don't aesthetically think is appealing to your visual, because the sin that they brought down here was vanity, because vanity is a moral and an immoral consequential circumstance that you will be held accountable for, because you do not treat people based on the way that they look. I'll give you a scenario to give you an understanding. I've closed my eyes and I was on mushroom this time. I've seen this alligator lady, and to the human eye, it would have been a hideous visual. But she was far back, and I saw her, and she was almost like Danny embarrassed because she knew that the way I would have saw her. But I was just like, I felt bad even thinking like, oh my God, what is that? She was she had an alligator face. Those are the they're what are they? Phoenix, the phoenix. The phoenix got an alligator face, right? So it was a phoenix, but this was like a mother to me, like my mother. That's what it felt like, a motherly energy, and she gave me mad love. And just that little bit of time that I sat with my eyes closed and saw her, she gave me so much love. And if I would have judged her based on her looks, I would have thought that she was going to eat me. She's going to be a monster. She's going to kill me and stuff like that. But she was the most loving and angelic, pure. And I, to this day, can remember the love that she gave me, and just that look, or just her essence around me at that time. That knowing that someone from somewhere loved me that much was maybe just a little bit about the energy that I needed to leave people that I know didn't. Even though that dude was fine too. He was fine. He was evil as fuck. And I didn't go with him because of his looks, because I was friends with him for a long time, and looks don't appease me. I want to be physically attracted to the person I'm with. We all do. But that fades over time anyway. So what do you have left if you don't have someone that you're looking at and loving from their spirit? And then I posted something on my social media about a guy saying that, like, he likes to see a woman that looks natural. We have gotten to a point where we actually are not okay with who we are. And if we're created in His image, or if we are God's creation in general, why are we trying to look like something that we're not? Or why has the world got to a point where we're ashamed of what we look like, to the point or feel like we have to wear these eyelashes, we have to wear these wigs, when my man that I'm with, that is an extremely powerful, extremely wealthy man, He loved me without my bra on. He loved me without my wig on. He loved me when I'm boohoo crying. He don't care about my looks like that. But I look good in yours. He know I could put it on. He knows what I look like when I put it on. But that I don't have to like. Oh, I can't let you see me with my hair the way it is. I can't let I gotta put my eyelashes on. I gotta put my makeup on. Let me get all jiggy and stuff. No, I don't have to do that because if a man loves you, he's gonna love you for the spirit in you. He's gonna make you feel good. You're gonna look good regardless because you feel good about yourself. If you feel good and you look good, you don't need all that shit. And all that stuff is God don't like that shit because you're just defaming. Now it's one thing like if you a divine being that loves herself and confident in herself and can go without makeup and don't need it. If you feel like you want to be presentable and wear this and that makes you more confident and so be it. But you cannot put on makeup and hair and then when you take that shit off you look like a whole nother person. That is crazy. You should be comfortable in your own skin and don't matter how hideous the world may think you are. If you were confident, you would probably get the finest man on the earth. Did you ever see this? Oh, why that fine ass dude? Why he with that big girl? Because she's confident in herself. She don't need to go put on makeup and and you put on makeup. You got a nice body. You got a nice little $15,000 wig or whatever, and you're a shitty person with fishy pussy or got that scent because all the demon Jezebels have this scent. They have the scent between their legs, and these guys know about the scent between their legs, and they still mess with them because they're so low vibrational. They care, but they'll give it a divine being who just tastes like water and shit like that. And they be like, "Oh fuck this bitch, she probably fucking mad niggas." No, and she ain't. But the Jezebel is, and he swear that she hot shit because she look good. That I'ma be with her because he feels like a man to be with her, and she got a little bit of money and all this stuff. Man, listen. That shit got the world about to end. That fucking Jezebel and the narcissist is the reason why we're at the end of the world. I look at the sun today and I'm like, it's always, glaze of the sun. Sometimes I go outside and I'll put the window down. I'll go outside and I'll say, thank you, God. And I'll thank the stars and I'll thank them all. They start twinkling and stuff like twinkle, twinkle, little star and shit. I'll be, see, I'm like, thank you so much. I look out the window sometimes. I'll be like, get me out of here. I don't want to be here. I'm like, where Jesus? Where Yeshua? Is he helping me? Yeshua came here a couple times. I seen him a couple times. Jesus, here comes Jesus. He came here a couple times. But I was today when I got that thought in my head about this particular celebrity, I was like, oh, why am I getting this thought? You know what I mean? Why is this coming to me? And it was about the destiny swap, or about the low vibrational, or how the witches and warlocks would use our legends and our greats by sending them witches that they have kids with that end up getting. Now she don't. Okay, so over there. So I think I played his song, his one of his songs. Then I felt his energy signature, and I was like, "Is that him?" What? I got on my knees right here and prayed to God to not let the light, don't take no more legends. Please don't let them take no more legends. I cried. That was like, we all, just like when, you know, you know, all the ones that are dead are all the ones that were going up against the devil that had this fake paper and make you sign these contracts saying, "Oh, listen, they do this, try to destiny swap your ass and do all kinds of shit." God told me that what I saw in the cloud that day were all those souls was my ancestors that were released. These are all the people that got destiny swapped. That when they destiny swapped them, their souls get trapped because they're using their energy. That's the reason why ain't nobody making no music right now. That's why ain't nobody performing right now. That's why ain't nobody got a new song that they thinking about and shit because God took them back and stripped these destiny swap people. I know that if you see and this is how it goes. And Cat Williams explained, and I tried to explain, but I know Cat Williams didn't go into any that much detail. Um, but if you go watch I had my husband watch that today. I was like, go watch this. You ain't watch it? Like, no, like, go watch it. Cat Williams and Shannon Sharp. Shannon Sharp is divinely guided. That is a gift from God. And when y'all get off of here, you should go and thank him for waking a lot of us up. Thank Kendrick Lamar for creating a chant. A chant. They're not like us. They're not like us. That we knew that we were something different. And even when you sing "They Not Like Us," your higher self loves that and connects. If you want to get connected to your higher self and you want to learn how to ascend, put some music on, dance to your favorite music, go into kid mode, act like a kid. Do not think you're grown. You're never going to be grown to God. You're always going to be a child to God. You have no reason to grow up. You have eternity to be here. There's no rush. You don't have to go to work. If you said, I don't want to go to work tomorrow, I ain't paying that. I ain't going to work. I don't care about no bills or something. I'm just going to sit here with God. You telling me that God is not going to take care of you? You don't have no faith? Because I got blind faith. Because I sat here and I ain't did shit but whatever God tell me to do. And I get everything I want. And some. And I don't ask for nothing. God be like, I don't want to. I'm like, I'm good. Because I don't want people to, think that I got it good. I want to do it the hard way so then nobody can be like, well, she had got it and got it. God help everybody the same way. God be looking out for so many people. Like, you don't know how many times you died and he brought you back. You know what I'm saying? Like, in the game, and let you come back in here and do it all over again until you get it right. So you're going to keep doing it here. You're going to stay here and stay here just like I did and keep going back over. So you have deja vu. Deja vu is you did it before. You've been here before. Your cousin died before. Your kid died before. Everybody died before. All kinds of shit happened before. This shit ended before. You started all over again. It's never going to stop. It's an unending, eternal cycle that you're in until you ascend. When you ascend, you get to go somewhere else. Somewhere great called a civilization. Where we go, ain't no crime. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody doing no bad shit. And we are, I don't know if you've ever seen that movie with Tom Cruise, but we are what you call precogs. That's what you see going on. Like, if you're going to YouTube right now, you're going to see precogs. The precogs that are on there right now are trying to solve my crime. They're on there right now. Go to any of them that's dealing with Virgo, Leo, or Scorpio, because those are my main placements. You go to any tarot reader and you see them that got Leo, Scorpio, or whatever, you're going to hear about the collectives. All of what's happening to me is happening to a collective group of people, men and women, that are being attacked, destiny swapped and stuff. But when you get in your North Node like I did, because I'm an ascended master, oh shit, it's different. You can't attack me. You can't throw an evil eye at me. You will go blind. You try to say something bad about me, like something might smack you in the mouth and knock your teeth out. Like, that's how bad that God ain't playing about me. When you get to your ascension, you're going to stay in this loop until you do. And when you do, you'll go through the similar things that I do. You'll get connected to God. You'll be anointed. You'll sit by his throne. And then you'll get to go to to a civilization where you ain't got to deal with this mess no more. I came back because of humanity wouldn't have made it. You seen what they were doing in Palestine, right? If I did not ascend at this time, it would have been a world war. Y'all know that. And everybody knew that. Oh, God gonna come back because they about to blow this bitch up. They didn't care because they know what's gonna happen to them. So why would they care about his divine beings? And y'all already think you're gonna die, which no, nothing would have happened to you guys. But trust and believe something's gonna happen to them, and that's a promise. I wanted to use the other phone because when I use the other phone, I could be able to get messages from God at the same time. But so I don't want to stay on here that long today. But tomorrow when I come on, I'll have some receipts and everything. But I wanted to go into a couple more things real quick. So when I felt that spirit of that legend, it really, really, really touched me because I was just felt so blessed that I can get that close to somebody. But they're gone. You know what I mean? But their energy is still here on earth, or their energy is able to be here and to be around So that was a blessing. But it also goes back to what their mother said when the mother was saying about them being able to communicate with her son. And but I knew that already because I communicate with that. But I just never physically really feel the spirits around me the way I do now, like where they'll come close enough for me to like, oh yo, I know how to do this. So what happened to that legend was that you got somebody that broke up with somebody. Their parent, the mother of that legend, was telling the son that was arguing with the baby mom that that person they were with was either a witch or either that person wasn't good for them. Like, she's gonna be the death of you. You need to leave her alone. I don't know why you with her. She don't love you like she should. And you're my son. And I want the best for you and stuff. The woman was insecure because of the first baby mom. She was like a hood chick. The first baby mom had his heart. They had a child together. So if the first baby mom was with him when he didn't have shit, he knew she loved him unconditionally. He loved her unconditionally, but the industry pulled him apart, and the person that he ended up with was somebody that was connected to Diddy. They were arguing. They ended up breaking up. It was public news. They got back together, took some wonderful, amazing optics to look, like everything was just so, oh, I would love to have something like that. Meanwhile, that person got back with that person for the sake of what was to come. So that if I'm with him, it's different if you break up with somebody and then they die. Then y'all ain't together. Then you don't have that, I'm a widow, sorrowful thing. It's like, you know what I mean? And likely that that person may have been here because they wouldn't have been in such a low vibrational state, or they probably wouldn't have been in the circumstances where somebody would have known their constant whereabouts, because you're a little bit more free to move around when you're not tied down in a relationship, you know. So they get back together, but you're getting back with somebody that you already have issues with that are going to continue because you're in karmic cycles. That was a karmic relationship. When you break up with somebody that does not serve you because you're not happy, you're not getting fulfilled sexually, you're that person and you are not equally yoked because they're not making you, you're not elevating with them. You know what I'm saying? You might be elevating, but you're not elevating with them. That person is just there on your coattail. And most of the time, men are comfortable with having a pretty girl that sits at home and just be pretty and go out and hit the red carpet and all that shit like that. Your woman should be standing next to you, but she should be just as strong as you, and you should be able to push her as much as she pushes you. And if it doesn't serve both of you guys and it's not unconditional love, and you got circumstances like jealousy and stuff like that, and if he leave me, it's because he gonna go back to the other girl and he gonna make her better, and they're gonna have a great life together because they're more equally yoked because it's unconditional love, and that's the biggest threat. So they act more subservient and submissive, and they allow this man to do a lot more. That's why these girls do, because the man won't leave a woman that they know won't leave for no reason. Oh, she ain't gonna never leave me, she ain't gonna never cheat on me, so I'm gonna stay with her because she ain't going nowhere. But that woman is low vibrational because deep down inside she's a demon. She can't rise above a certain amount. Her whole job and her whole program is just to pull you to fuck down, low vibrational enough so God cannot protect you because you're in your south node. You just got here. You just got here. If you just got here 100,000 years ago, right? Just to say that you're still a child of God. You're never a man of God. You're never a woman of God. You are a child of God. And God does not like that because they did that to Enoch. They said that Enoch was the and God told me he didn't like that because they had referenced Enoch as um, something. And God told me he ain't like that. I'm not write stuff down. Um, I'm gonna find it. Oh, they called him the Son of Man. God said, no, no, no. He's not the Son of Man. He's a man of God, or that's how you would interpret it. But he's a child of God. He's a child of God. He was an ascended master. He experienced some things, and he had prophesied a lot, and then they tried, and the Christians is the one who took him out of their. They wouldn't. They said that they didn't know who wrote. They didn't know who wrote the first book of Enoch, so the Christians took it out of their book. Israel, the book of Enoch. Israel, the Jews, they um, they kept some of it, but I'm gonna go through this real quick because I know that I wanna did this and I thought I was supposed to. So I'm gonna give you the information that God told me, and these are facts. Nobody can contest because I was able to get them directly from the source. All right, so there is a book of Enoch, and Enoch got visions. Enoch, the book of parables talked about Enoch's visions, and it talked about cycles. Those cycles I'm talking about was like a legend that stayed in a relationship with somebody that they left and shouldn't have went back to. They would have been out of that cycle. They would have been able to go through the dark night of the soul and ascend. All right, when you leave this relationship and you go through heartache and you're crying and you're like, oh my God, you left somebody that you unconditionally love. God pulls you away from that person for a reason. Ascend. You learned that lesson. You do not stay with somebody no matter how good they look, no matter how many kids you got with them. God don't care about that. God cares about your love for him, and you have the divine in you. You cannot do that when you are a divine being, because somebody has to treat you and worship the ground you walk on because you're God, okay, in the flesh. Okay, beings he talked about angels keeping divine order and prophecies, guidance, warnings, and about righteousness. Enoch wrote with angels, and God said, oh, you're going to experience that. The Garden of Eden is not in this world. There are over 300 angels that protect the Garden of Eden. The Garden of Eden is where humans will go, I believe, possibly, something like that. Well, when you leave here, humans will go there to the Garden of Eden. Divine beings go to the heavens. That's what I believe. But there are different realms, all right? There's a realm where there's phoenixes and their radiant appearance. They're 900 feet tall. They have crocodile heads and lion feet. Remember I told you I seen that crocodile head? I was like, oh, that was what it was, the phoenix. And they got these angel kind of wings. Then you got these giant humans. They're called watchers. Go sit down somewhere. They're called watchers. The watchers are the ones that were sitting above the earth and was supposed to be what overseeing humanity. Now, they were warned against unrighteous deeds, and the Enoch was the connection between the heavens and earth, like Jesus and like me. Um, Jesus was about God, judgment, and eternal punishment, and com- condemnation or whatever. It was like a framework, and it's about accountability too. So, other than like being led astray from God as one of your greatest sins, another one was the unholy acts of man and their accountability. So somebody a cheat, and you're like, "Oh, you was fucking with that bitch." What I got to do with you? What I got to do with you? Accountability. That's a grave sin. All right. So there were 200 angels that took an oath to take wives on earth. Right. Um, they were planning to devour mankind with sin. Enoch's journey through journeyed through earth in a place called Sheol and the underworld, the portal to the heavens. He saw 7 archangels. The divine justice that is we're about to experience was inevitable and just because of the moral decay. The 2 angels that are bound down here are Azazel and Samuel, Samuelza, Azazel is the one who brought weapons, music, no, not music, weapons, magic, vanity, and he was the one that was leading man astray. The archangels were dispatched, and they are the enforcers of God's will. Uriel was the one who warned Noah of the great flood, which was Earth's cleansing. Michael binded up Samyaza until and to wait for the day of judgment. Raphael bound up Azazel in darkness and to await the day of judgment. Gabriel was here to incite the Nephilim to destroy each other. The Nephilim are the children of the Watchers that were kicked out of heaven, that took the oath to take the wives, the ones that took the wives. It was 200 angels that took the wives and procreated down here. They created Nephilim, which was these giants, and he had them go against each other. Gabriel was the one who to have them. All right, now there was a book of parables that talked about the end of time and judgment. It talked about the chosen and the righteous one. So they use it like very loosely about the chosen, and they wanted the righteous one to believe that there were many. So then you wouldn't know how, you wouldn't know your need. I wouldn't know. Okay. Everybody are divine beings, children of God. You have humans. The whole thing is to try to shed light down here and to get you guys stuff. Well, not get you guys, but the humans to take from their free will, because the divine beings are not supposed to have the free will that the humans have. The humans have to make that choice. We don't have that choice. They made us feel like we were part of that in free will, and that wasn't the case. And that's why there's judgment of the wicked. All right, now the book of parables talked about the judgment of the wicked. It talked about the hidden knowledge, the rules of man, oppressing righteousness, the new heaven and earth. Now, it was talking about what they were going to do with Azazel's offspring that was down here. And then there was the astrological book, the book of heavenly luminaries or something. And this is something that God was bringing me to the attention of. This is because it's insane to let you know how evil they are. There are 364 days in the year, 52 weeks, 91 days, 30 days. On the third day of the month, there was a one extra day. There was not 365 days and 54 weeks of nothing. That's a bullshit. The reason why they did that was because Wednesday was supposed to be the beginning of the week. Sunday was the day that your father, after he worked his ass off, everybody's supposed to shut the fuck up, go sit down and meditate, pray, and go to God and thank him for all he's done, for what you have, and sit at home and just, because churches is within. And if we're all sitting at home Sundays worshiping him silently, he can rest like he was supposed to do. How are he resting if we're at church hooting and hollering, singing it, and speaking his words? We're not supposed to speak the word of God. That's the word of God. Nobody's supposed to speak the word of God. You're supposed to do what you're supposed to do with blind faith. So you shouldn't have to need God's word or a story like Love and Hip Hop in the Bible, because the Bible's like Love and Hip Hop, to tell you what you should be doing. The high priestesses are the divine beings. It's different because that word, it's a weapon. It's a weapon to keep your father from resting, because the divine beings are speaking up and saying stuff and conjuring up and trying. It's like mocking God. It's like the worst thing you can do is go to church on Sunday and be speaking God's word and reading that book, because that was forbidden knowledge. So they've been making the divine beings constantly create sin, and this is what caused a divine issue in the heavens. because in heaven we don't do that. All right, so because it's celestial laws, and those and doing that is a sin because it disrupts divine order. If God is king, how are we down here speaking the words of a king if those are his divine orders? We don't have that authority, or you guys don't have that authority. Um, so what happened was Wednesday was supposed to be the first day of the week. They were tracking God. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you how. So the sun. Okay, first of all, the wind, they were looking at the wind, the role the wind plays in controlling of the weather. The wind controls the weather. But they've been trying to control the weather, as you see, with them things. The reason why they're creating all these clouds is because they're trying to block out the sun. They got these towers because they're trying to block out these signals or block out things because we're frequencies and stuff like that. They were sitting high voltage frequencies and stuff like this and putting all these clouds there, thinking that they're going to stop God. This is how stupid. You gotta be out of, you gotta be an evil, diabolical, insane, power hungry narcissist to believe that you're gonna get everything here from all over the universe is coming through that portal and all of them are gonna fight God. He ain't got to snap his finger and y'all can disappear. He, they're retarded. Like, you gotta be insane. All right, so what they were doing was they were tracking the sun, so they made it 365 days and 54 because they were trying. Okay, the way that the time was out of an alignment from following the sun, which is God. God is the sun. All right. So when you're looking at the sun, that's actually your father. You can look at him, you can thank him. That's where you get your energy from. If you stare at the sun and you stare at it and you can look at the sun, you'll see a portal. In that portal, you'll see that the sun is flying here. I can see it differently. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I was looking at it today. Wow, the sun looks closer. I said, y'all about to meet your maker. Then I looked and I was like, yo, my father is hauling ass. That's why all these ships is around. They're covered. The entire world is a sheet of ships covering the entire world right now. A sheet. Hundreds of millions of ships. Because they tried to take me out. That just tells you who I am and what they did. Why would a man that loved a woman so much over knowing that I was with God? I told him I was clairvoyant. I wasn't bothering nobody. I was unconditionally loving him. And all he was doing was siphoning my energy. And all he saw was like, oh, we can get this house and we can get this car and I can fuck this bitch and I can have this and I can have that and I can this and that and I can have all. What is it for a man to profit and inherit the world, but you lost your soul? And that's my twin flame. My twin. I was like, please God, don't kill him. What's gonna happen to the other half of me? Like, what's gonna happen? Like, do I get that back? Like, what's gonna happen? Like, that's my other polarity to me. That's the dark. That okay? He's the opposite of me. So that's the. I had to face him, and I know that that's me. That's the shittiest version of me. I don't know, and it's outside of my perimeters, but I don't. I think he lost his soul. I'm pretty sure he lost his soul. Um, and I know I can just imagine because he knows that he caused the end of days. Imagine a nigga finding out you caused the end of days because you speaking with your dick. You drinking alcohol. You're all hooked with these entities, these incubuses. You got the devil on your back. You joining the Masons and got them setting you up and everything like that. And it got your ass losing your soul, falling from grace. He fell from grace. She fell from grace. She was a high priestess like me. She was connected. She could connect with, she had some connection with God. She was favored. This woman was, she had everything. She had money. She had her own money. I'm broke. I was broke. I ain't had shit. And she still was hating and jealous of me. And she had everything, the nice car. You done took the nigga. You got it all you want, and you still want to kill me because he loves me. He loved me, and that's why she wanted to kill him. But I'm his twin. That's like, he couldn't hate himself. That's crazy. And I'm the best part of him. He was supposed to ascend with me. He was supposed to heal. He was supposed to learn. He was supposed to leave that karmic relationship, but they put spell work on his ass, love spells, and they were feeding him drugs and alcohol and making him go to this, the group of people and hang with these friends and his mama and all of them, his sister, and I was saying that, oh, don't fuck with her. She probably can't have kids and she ain't shit. And you know what I mean? She prostituting probably. She all the he knew because he slept with me that he knew I ain't been with nobody for years before I got with him. So how am I a prostitute? How am I a prostitute? Like, that doesn't make sense. So they were tracking the sun and they were tracking the moon. They were tracking the phases because they were tracking time. Because you track the moon, you can track time. You track the sun, you can track the phases. They thought that if they did this, they would be able to estimate the return of the second coming of Christ. There is a celestial law that says that that is a sin and that also disrupted the divine order on top of. But when they touched his anointed, the game was over. I had already ascended. You tried to kill God. Imagine you finding out like, yo, I tried to kill this bitch. Yo, I tried to kill God. Because God is with me all the time. And when they tried to kill me, I died. I fucking died. God brought me back, created a whole new fucking board for me. Put y'all asses back where in it. And they did it 3 times. I died 3 times. Um, and I also, okay, so I want to tell you this before I forget, because on my phone is low. You know that song that R. Kelly created called Lake Shaking, right? The lake shaking, ladies, is the is that's the when you sleep with somebody, because that's how they do the destiny swap, is through the sexual act, and then they try to poison you. When your legs is shaking, baby, that lake shaking, ain't no dick in the world gonna make your legs shake. That leg shaking is them stealing your destiny. Because it's through your portal. Remember, it's you have a portal. It comes out through your portal, so it comes out through the lower part. My legs were shaking, but I knew that dick was not good. So that leg shaking shit is with the dude that you with. You don't know, he's a warlock. He probably don't even know, because spirit is spirit. He's just a vessel. And a program. So he probably don't even know what he's doing, but you're getting your destiny stolen from you. And didn't he or somebody around him end up successful or doing something, and you end up fucked up, getting karmic, you getting all bad, car breaking down, all kinds of shit happening to you and stuff like that. All right, so God had to bring me back here where I left off at a couple of times, but I was already in my North Node when they did that. But I had to die because I had to shed the old version of me anyway. So they were doing me. They ain't doing nothing but set their own self up for failure. I know that 3 days of darkness is coming soon. If 3 days of darkness come, it's nothing to worry about. Just go to God. Um, so a lot of us are reincarnated from the Egyptian era. New souls are ancestors, and some are starseeds that are going to be coming here through this portal. Just to let you know, there's a book of dreams. It's got some animal stuff in there and everything like that. There's a few things that I want to get into, but there's the book of dreams vision. The book of dream visions. They call it the Animal Apocalypse. This book was created a little bit before Jesus, the story of Jesus. It talked about the divine judgment. It talked about the history of the world. Um, and it also was talking about, like, white was for purity, black was for sin, and red was for martyrdom. And a few different animals they talked about, like they called the woman a heifer. Adam was, Eve was a heifer. Adam was a bull, a white bull. Um, Cain was a black calf. Abel was a red calf. And the leaders of the world were the red calf, which is they about to be sacrificed. Um, and there is some kind of angel punishment coming too. And something's going on in the Middle East. I don't know what it is, but I got this Middle East thing. But I know it's something like the white bull is the divine favor, purity, um, unified followers of God. There's an apocalypse of weeks. It talked about the final 3 something in the future. But the apocalypse of the weeks, you should go and check that out. on YouTube and research and see what's in there because that's where I got to, or whatever. I probably have some more, but I wanted to go into something really important before I did get off of here. Is that what I found out about this destiny swap is that they play in your face, like Destiny Child. Say my name when I'm on you. Say, baby, I love you. Hear you renegade. All right, so now go back to and watch this story on the group, the Destiny Child. You remember they were original members of the group, right? And you know that ironically, there were many different members because the groups changed over time. And ultimately, we see what the product we got out of it, right? They play in your face. Um, the story of, go back to the story of, you got Megan Thee Stallion, another one of Rock Nation. Her mom died right before or after she signed, right before she signed or something. And her mom used to be a rapper that wanted to get a career in music or whatever, but she didn't get her career like she wanted to. And then what do we know? We have, another performer and stuff like that. But you have um, there's a business. This is a business. Destiny swapping and entertainment, media, music, and all that stuff is a business that they do. So you sign over your moral rights when you sign these contracts. Kanye West was talking about it. I know because I do have contracts. I had people that were under the label. I had when I got a negotiation, I negotiated with the label to so they can not be sued or so that they can continue performing under their performing rights. When I did that, because they can't do shit about it, because I know who I was, and I told them because I know who they are that they can't tell me no. When I spoke with the executives of the company, um, 2 days after I sent the letter to them that increased their that was able to help them in their contract. I beat them at their own game. 2 days later, because they did sign that. 2 days later, my guitarist was dead. He just died of a heart attack out of nowhere. I'm telling you that you have these people that are in marriages, right? They end up cheating with someone else, and all of a sudden, they're divorcing their regular black wife, and they end up with the light skinned chick. That package they get that Cat Williams talked about. What he's trying to say is that possibly some of these actors and musicians are destiny swapping with their children, with their wives or husbands, and or either they are, you can allow other people can in, inhabit you, entities can inhabit you while you're in your body and you're not realize why you're doing things. Do you ever, talking to somebody and you get real angry, like, let me tell you something, motherfucker. That's not you, boo. That's not you, because if you're a divine being, you're love and light. So if you're angry and arguing and you're mad at something, like because somebody attacked you, that is the entity of jealousy or entity of rage or entity. These are because divine beings are pure love and light, except the ones who have ascended. If you have ascended, you are dark and you are light. That's a lot of the ones that you see. We're more like this. But if you try to come and throw shit at me, I'm going to give you that same energy back, because you're not going to sit there. But I'm not going to sit there and argue unless you get me upset. But if you come at me, I'm going to come at you, because I've been through hell. I'm not just love and light. We have a very dark side and a very, very light side, but we can tame it. We're tamed. We know how to channel it in and channel it out. We know where it comes from is not from an entity. It comes from the processing of and transmuting of that energy. Just like I had to transmute death. I'm the first human being on the face of this earth that ever transmuted death. to allow humans, divine beings that are in human meat suits, so they don't have to ever die anymore. You're not going to die. You can be able to, you know, um, like Enoch, he lived to 960 something years old, and then he ascended. He just ascended. He was like, I'm out of here. You see, I'm good. I'm out of here. I don't blame them. I don't like. That's, but we shouldn't have to do that. When we die, we're supposed to be able to have a home going. Like, yo, I'm about to go back home. I'm gonna get out this body. I'll be back later. I can come back through a portal. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna come back through my cousin, my uncle, my brother, somebody, because everybody's with their divine spouses and stuff. I can always come back whenever I want to. So now that I'm with my divine king, my divine spouse, we'll start bringing back the great quality people, because when you mix them breeds with them entities, you're bringing in people through your lineage that ain't even from here, ain't from the divine realm. You're bringing them here, and then they get your inheritance, and then those children that you make, the breeds, the karmic, they call karmic kids. You breed these other or mixed breed children, which I do also have a mixed breed kid. You seen I have a mixed breed kid. They're karmic kids. What ends up happening is they give you hell, or you're really just messing up your divine lineage. And God is not, doesn't want, can't write, it's not going to rationalize. But I love my child and all this. God don't care about none of that. God only sees energy signatures. You know what I mean? That's it. So you get into when you ascend from your bloodline, the only way to save your karmic kids that you have with these entities that you're creating kids with is to anoint your children. Like I had to do my kid and my grandkid. I had to anoint them. And then these autistic kids that are coming here, what do you think is happening after they give them those vaccines to make them not be able to speak, because they got a powerful tongue like me, because they are the ascended masters coming back. They knew that the ascended masters was coming back, and they started sticking them that virus in the kids to malfunction them so they can't speak up and stuff like that. And that's fucked up. That just tells you how evil they are, because they knew that those kids got power of the tongue, because the kids that were coming back were the ones that were going to change and bring us into civilization. They were the ones that were coming back with all the modern technology and stuff like that, because you can tell, if you know about the book in Enoch, Enoch came back and he was like, yo, I was over there in heaven. I was over with the angels and stuff. Let me show you how to make this. Let me show you to make that. This is how we're going to do, all the things that are like the pyramids and all the things they cannot explain that exist did not come from here. It came from another realm. We brought it here because we went to the divine realm. We got it. We brought it back here, and we were able to apply it because we know how to do it. They don't, because they're not like us. I have new technology that I'm bringing here that I have access to, that you guys will should soon experience, and it's going to make the world a lot better for y'all, because there's going to be an endless supply and abundance of all you need. There's no such thing as not enough. There's no such thing as a drought. God, how is God going to cause a drought? It's because they said it. Oh, it's going to be a drought. Don't turn your water on. And all the divine beings watching television heard that shit, and now it's a drought. That's why Kendrick Lamar said, turn the TV off. Don't even watch that shit. Put on your favorite songs. Like, just play Kendrick. Just play Kendrick and play some music that you know comes from independent artists. This is why Tory Lanez is sitting in jail right now. Tory Lanez is sitting in jail right now because they call him in a South node, and they were able to attack him, and they were able to get a woman and say the black woman is the black woman that we not protected. First of all, we got to protect our black men, because if we don't protect our black men, we're definitely not going to be protected. And ever since we sat there, and the whole world didn't go uproar when that shit happened, and everybody knew, because everybody heard that court case. They know that that girl was lying. And then she got the nerve, because she has to do a humiliation ritual. She goes on and says, oh yeah, I lied, because she got to pay her debt to the devil. She got her debt ain't cleared. You got every day that man sit in jail, that debt is adding up for all the judges, all the crooked prosecutors, all the people that was involved with putting that man in jail, knowing that that girl, that they had that gun, that was theirs. They know that it was theirs. They didn't even test them for DNA. The DNA, why they can't test them? They got the DNA profiles. Why haven't they still tested them to see who DNA that was? They refused to do. They already knew because it was all a setup. That's because he wasn't. They wasn't even. He was innocent. He wasn't even supposed to be in the car with them. They was in the car with somebody else. They refused to get in the car with the person they came and insisted in getting in his car. He didn't even go with them. They made that driver go back and get him because they were told to go back and get him. She said her phone was dead, but she called Rock Nation when she was sitting at the bus stop, and he was trying to get her back in the car because he didn't want to leave her standing outside there, half naked with no shoes on. Because that's compassion. So how the fuck somebody gonna get out the car, be that compassionate, and tell you and beg you to get back in the car, then shoot you? What type of shit is that? And you're telling me that they done manipulated the minds of the black woman just to believe this other woman because she's black and because they've been through circumstances that, oh, and they hate black men, you know what I mean? So it was just like a recipe for disaster. And ain't not one person could sue me or say that I'm lying because they're gonna have to take that up with God because that's what I speak for. And God doesn't care about what this world is doing and um what laws y'all created or what came out of somebody's mouth. I'm psychic. They rather call me crazy because if they know that I say I'm psychic and I know the truth and I'm a truth teller and I have to speak the truth, so help me God. I'm not going to say it if I don't know it. If I don't know it, I'm going to say I don't know it. But God told me that that was a setup. That was a ritual. That was his punishment for rejecting the devil because he refused to go at the devil. The devil sent one of his minions in to do the work and promise that person wealth and riches. And that just shows you why this world is ending. Because people are willing to take people's lives. They're willing to swap destinies, all for fucking money, all to be on top, all for you to be like, oh, we gonna praise them. And we ain't supposed to be worshiping no idols, no false idols. People they ain't driving you to church. Got people simply singing there, twerk, telling the church girls to twerk. That shit crazy. Y'all going to hell in a handbasket with gasoline draws on. I love you guys. I'm gonna tell you like this. God loves you. He loves you enough that he'll give you unconditional love. He sent me down here to die a whole bunch of times along with my brother, and we got our asses whooped because that's how much he loves y'all that he sent both his kids down here. And next to his throne is him and me. He got like a picture of me on one side and a picture of my brother when we were babies. That's how much he loves us. Because God so loved the world that he sent his only two divine feminine and divine masculines to earth to get y'all back home because he loves y'all and it's time to come home and let these ancestors come down here and make this shit right because this shit ain't nowhere to be and the devil is a liar. Anything that you don't be feeling, cut that shit off. If you got to sit home by yourself, you're never alone. You got your archangels, you got your ancestors. Thank them because even when you ain't asked them for help, they still be helping your ass. Motherfucker do you wrong and you cut them off, you see all the karma that they get. Your You have guides and guardians that help you through the astral realms and they guard you and guide you. Ask them for protection. Ask them to bind up black magic spells. Tell them to transmute shit. Send that back to the sender. Make sure that the area that you're around is clean and comfortable. Do you know that once you get everything transmuted in your house, that you can get your house cleaner? I didn't even know that. I was like, damn, this vacuum cleaner worked really good. I was shampooing the carpets. I'm like, why is it so easy? All I had to do was be in a great state and have my house full of positive energy for my shampooer to work properly. I was busting my ass in here when I had low vibrational people in here. I couldn't get my carpet clean. As soon as everybody left and I shampooed my carpet, got all that negative energy out of here, got myself shit clean as hell now. You don't know the impact it is on you and the life that you can live and how easy God will make it for you if you just trust him and him only. Don't trust no book. Don't trust no Bible. Don't trust shit. You can go and talk to God. You can sit with him. That's good enough. You don't need to worry about no word and all that stuff like that. That's irrelevant. The only relevance is that you love him and he loves you, and that you keep that unwavering faith with him. He don't ask nothing more of you to do that, and follow your intuition and follow your instincts and look for the signs, because you're getting signs and synchronicities. You see them all the time. It's in your music, the shit that you hear, you listen to, you hear something on the radio, you hear a sign, you look. It's God's way of connecting to you. God, it will do. He will shut this world down for you. And that's what he about to do, because he wants to protect you guys so y'all safe. If you see him, when you see that sun getting closer and closer and closer, you ain't got nothing to fear. You have nothing to fear. Don't fear your father. The devil gonna fear him. You don't fear God. You fear losing your connection to him. And you should be in fear right now if you're not connected to God. Because all God is you. So if you close your eyes, you look up in the right hand corner, you're gonna see an eye in the right hand corner. Up. That's how close God is to you. Right in your eyeball, that you can close your eyes and you can see him. I can close my eyes and I can see him right here in my eye. He ain't never left you. He go through everything you go through. He knows your pain. He knows your struggles. He knows your wants. He knows your needs. And he is here to provide it all, including unconditional love. Do that first. Let you get guided first. Learn the lessons. If something is in a conflicted state and you're seeing something that you're interacting with that is causing a conflict, it's a mirror. What is wrong with you? That this is, and once you say, okay, then I must be jealous. I need to stop being jealous. Obviously, I have some insecurities and stuff like that. I need to be more confident and stuff. Ding, 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 ding. You didn't pass go. You collect $100. Now you move into the next level, and that person stops doing that, because you can heal yourself and heal the people around you. Divine beings are very, very powerful. The more I heal myself, the more you guys get healed. So you notice that. That's why I'm sitting in the house and I'm trying to go within and fix and do a lot of shit to help the divine feminines. My husband is sitting there to help the divine masculines, because he is Adam and I'm Eve. Everything that we do is going to help you guys. So just support us, root for us, because I have to do this and sacrifice whatever I believe is here for me to make sure that my brothers and my sisters will be loved unconditionally by God, no matter what. And the world is going to take off from there. I love you guys. And I ain't crazy, because I'm very smart. But if God tell you to do something, what are you going to do? Ask yourself. But this is to all those shadow. Okay, before I go, you ever heard of shadow ban? Shadow ban is when they hide you somewhere, right? So you're unable to be found too much, but you're actually on a back platform where they can see everything you do, right? So they call it the dark web, but it's actually a shadow internet that runs parallel to this internet that we're on right now. That shadow internet that they are always on, monitoring, watching, and invading your privacy and all that stuff, and coming through your television sets and coming through your anything that they can get through, they will. All right, it's shit that you don't even realize that they can get through, that you never thought they could. You'd be like, what? How they do that? They can do whatever they want. You don't know what they have, kind of technology they have. All right, that shadow organization, that shadow realm, and that shadow that they run in, God been back there seeing everything that they doing, everything that they're saying, everything that they've been they been selling. Like I had a tummy tuck last year. They were selling pieces of my skin for hundreds of millions of dollars. That's crazy. They had like video cameras that they were like of me, or different men that had like you know what I'm saying, some provocative shit. They were had like their own porno channel for me. All that shit, they had people watching that shit. It's sick. And they would masturbate and try to siphon off my energy doing like love spells and shit. It's shit that I can't even believe I'm saying this shit, because I didn't believe this was even possible myself. And it sounds like almost inconceivable, but you can't even make that shit up. I can't even make that shit up. I don't even think like that. Trust me, if they're doing it to me, they're doing it to you. Be careful what you do. That's why you're supposed to walk in grace. Stop sinning. Keep your legs closed. Stop fornicating, because you don't want to be doing that shit when God gets here. Because he's flying on his sled that they call his sled. And do you remember they talked about Santa Claus? And remember I told you what Satan really was south to north? And that they said that Santa was on a sleigh in the snow. And I said that I saw a vision of God flaming, going across a cloud. And he went across the cloud and everything fucking disappeared. And he disappeared. I was like, why he look like Santa? You know what I'm saying? I was like, why did God look like Santa? Like, so I was confused. And I was like, oh, okay, so I'm putting shit together. Okay, this is what I saw on my table. And it was so funny because this bobblehead was on the floor and I picked it up and it didn't have a head on it. And it says Santa and I was like, so everything is like a clue. Like everything's like Blue's Clues. You know what I mean? I'm like a little kid. Like everything. God said, look around your house at everything that you own. It's like Blue's Clues. Everything that you brought, everything that you own, all the pictures that you have, everything is like, you don't even know why you have some of the things. Go look around and see everything that you have. There are messages and signs from God. God can do everything. And around your house are all messages and signs of things for you, specifically designed for you. Um, and then you would know um, how much he loves you and how powerful he is. But when he gets closer and closer, don't fear anything. You have nothing to fear. Like, that's the only thing. Imagine your father coming down the hallway, right? You've been playing that game all day and you know he's upset, right? But you know he's not going to come in the room and kill you. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you've been on the game all day. He's going to probably bust open the door and be like, yo, what the fuck is you doing? Like, get the fuck off the game. Like, stop. Just whatever you do, just there's nothing to fear, because God in it. How will you think he feels with them making you feel fearful of him? It makes you low vibrational. This is why none of you guys can ascend. You can't ascend with fear. God said that's a fact. um the fear is like the one of the lowest frequencies that pull you down from the root chakra, because that fear is so embedded in you from God fearing woman and God fearing man. What are you fearing God for? You should be relieved. A divine being, if you knew how divine you was, you would be relieved. Like, I can't wait to hear my father get here. I'm gonna celebrate when my father get here. I'm gonna rejoice when my father get here. I know when my father get here that I have salvation. I know that I'm saved. All you gotta do is ask God for forgiveness. All you gotta do is repent. Repent. You don't gotta repent to nobody. You ain't gotta tell nobody your secrets and stuff. You ain't gotta tell them like I do. I am telling people because I want y'all to understand that I have done it all, and I am no better than you. And God loves me, and He loves you too. You can be forgiven for anything that you've done, because you can't do no wrong by God. You're a divine being. Now they not like us. Somebody here, they not like us. Somebody was just here like be seeing shit. Say, they not like us. Yeah, somebody like, yo, it's a lot of them here. Yeah. Um, y'all are not prepared to be seeing all the shit I'm seeing, but eventually you will, because it's not going to be too long before you start seeing them. But just know that God loves you, and that He loves you so much that He's coming to save you, and He's coming here to rescue us from these evil entities that's been fucking y'all up, because y'all losing the game. They cheating. We can't win like this, and we called in some help because they cheated in the game, and it was just an unthinkable acts that they did that they know better. So now they got to pay the piper, and they know that. And then it's not, they would have been able to get away with doing all the shit that they've been doing. They would have still been able to get away with it if that little nigga that come from up north wasn't greedy, and that bitch wasn't doing what she doing. Because what they don't know is that I got demons and angels that don't play about me. I'm protected by demons and angels. That tells you something. Okay? Because I already came down there, you know what I'm saying? I was down there. I danced with the devil and shit like that. And I scooted my way up out of there. And the devil handed me to God on a silver platter. He did his fucking job. And I respect him for that. But I love my father and don't nothing come before him. But I appreciate what I did down there because it got me closer to God. And that's all God wants you to do. That's why he sent the devil down here to fuck y'all up. So y'all know that if you're down here, you're getting fucked up down there. You go down there, you're getting fucked up and it's going to stay fucked up. And you can stay down there fucked up, but there's consequences for that because it's causing a very bad ripple in the atmosphere because they're sacrificing divine beings and they're doing destiny swaps and doing shit and playing God. That's over. So just be relieved. Like that's the only thing I tell you is to be relieved. Like God is telling me like don't worry, but don't fear him. He doesn't want you to because that's messed up that they made you be scared of your own father. And that's horrible. That's how evil the devil is. But the devil is a liar. Listen to Kendrick Lamar whole album. Because everything I'm saying right now that I sat here on and told you is everything that he said. Kendrick knows about me. All them celebrities, they know me. They know my name. They know who I am and all of that. I'm not a secret. I'll probably be just on the cover of Time magazine as the woman who saved the world. I love you.